Mikey, that ain't going on the thing.
Right, welcome to my garage. A little bit hungover, but I just enjoy a peaceful weekend sort of tinker. Gonna get the bike ready, or a little bit ready, or start to get it ready for the adventure trip tour. So today I'm going to be fitting my top box. I'll take you through what top box I have, see if it's helpful to you, and I'll show you how easy it is to fit, so it's quite nice. Got to make a tea no matter how big the job is, or small, and at a bare minimum at least 3 rich tea biscuits. So this is my top box system. This is a Givy arms, Givy top box. This is a Monarchy top box. I think it's called Monarchy. They come in various styles, but they all do the same thing as long as they're called Monarchy, and they will fit any Givy top box that has the Monarchy attachment. I found it really good. I spray painted this black because I got it off eBay and it was silver. There's better looking ones, but I just wanted one that did the job. You can never see it anyway. So, and yeah, it just bolts into this point here and this point down here, and that's on both sides. Just goes through with a little nut on the end, and it secures up really nice, and yeah, it's solid.
So I'm just starting to pack some stuff. So these are the sort of things that I'm taking. So adjustable spanner, some cable ties. These are Torx Allen keys set. These are assorted nuts and bolts. I've also got some O-ring clamps, whatever they're called, I'm not quite sure. They're just spacers which are about to fit onto my bike. And then in this pocket I've got literally all the spares of random stuff. Like that is a sprocket bolt, just in case one comes off. You know, you never know. All this stuff has actually come in helpful in the past, so it's useful. I just take a little bit with me, and then all the other guys will be taking other stuff with them, so we're pretty much covered if something does go wrong.
Right guys, a very good morning to you. Today we are going to do the first episode of the tour series, and this will be my 5th, can't believe I'm saying that, my 5th tour. We're taking the MT10, if you've been following the last couple of videos. We're off to the B500 sort of Colmar, France, Germany kind of route. We don't know, I don't think we fully know the route yet, but we're starting off here in the UK. We'll be going to Folkestone today and then over to Calais. Mostly motorway riding, so I don't usually film much of this bit. I'll film meeting my friends because they're currently on their way to Shell, which is our little meeting spot for our trip. And then we shall mooch down to Folkestone, which is a couple of hours from where we are now, and then jump on the train. Very early today. It's funny, the stuff you see in the morning at like, it's currently, what time is it, 4:15 AM. We're getting an early train, so we have to get up quite early, but we like doing it that way. It is quite weird, and starting up your bike outside your house, especially when it's one as loud as this one, that fills me with all kinds of anxiety. So I had to push it down the road a little bit, and it's still embarrassing. It's like sorry, it's a bad dream. There's just a helicopter going by or something like that. It's fine. But anyway, guys, I won't bore you with this part. We'll mooch on to Shell, then to Folkestone, and I'll probably catch you there, and also over in France. Au revoir for now. Catch you at the Saucy Roads. As I'm super early, I thought I'd pull over and give you the quick tour. You can see we were rocking the Givy Trekker. This is a Krieger US 20 bag. Just how I use what I do to set it up, and I find this little setup works well for me. I adjusted the chain last night at like 10 o'clock at night, and it's got fresh oil in it as well. So she's ready for a tour. She is ready. Look how dead it is. It's just nothing. And Lovely. Bono's a wanker.
Any green arrow. Thank you. Take care. No, you won't take it off of there unless they ask you. Yeah. They might do.
Swabbed again. Wonder why they flag us all the time. The mothership. I like this bit. Right guys, so we have gone off of the motorway after doing about 350k I think. Just for a bit of a scenery change, we're going to go down towards Colmar on the back roads, really, just to have a bit of, you know, a few bends rather than just the motorway. So yeah, this is rural France. Not sure where the hell we are, but yeah, not much to see really, but I just thought I'd check in, show you guys, and I'll catch you back probably either later on or when we leave tomorrow morning. And welcome to Reims, or Reims, bike theft capital of France, and a place I absolutely hate now. Avoid it, fuck the place, I have nothing good to say about it. Apart from it does good bar, there's a few good bars here.
Any of your engines start falling apart.
Well,
what's the bolt lock?
Let's try. Why don't we? Right. So day one. Will's bike is overheating. Hi, Paul. Will's bike's overheating. It's at 118 degrees just walking along. So we have stopped at the hotel. We've got a multimeter and stuff, and we're gonna wire and check the fans because they're not coming on. So that's what you're seeing happening at the moment.
Someone bring the helmet.
Nice, and it's clean. So the Tuono twins have cleaned out their radiators because they were gunked up. They've also taken the radiator guards off. So we're ready to go. This is Hotel Brit. I don't know where we are. Brit Hotel. Nice hotel actually. Decent. In Saint Denis or something, I can't remember what it's called. We're not in an episode of Red Dead. Right guys, you join us on day two. There wasn't much interesting on day one apart from Will's issue with his Aprilia Tuono. That thing was overheating yesterday at 120 odd degrees, so we had a look at it and the fans weren't coming on. they're still not coming on. It's a Sunday, so there's not many places open to look for parts and stuff like that, but we did some checks. They tested to see if the fans were working at all by running a line straight from the battery to the fans themselves, and nothing. So we had a look at the radiator to see if we could improve the airflow, and it was very gunked up on both the Tuonos in this group. So they went to a jet wash this morning, took off the guards and have cleaned them all out. So hopefully it's not going to overheat too much today. If it does get up there, we're going to have, well, we might have to you know, not come out. Or it's mainly the towns that the Tuonos just seem to suffer with heat. They just don't seem to dissipate heat very well. They're probably not the ideal touring bike, to be honest, but they are just sexy. But you know, aesthetics overall. Quote from the great William. But yeah, today we're heading towards Colmar. We have a place in Colmar we're going to stay, which is ideal actually. It has like bunk beds, it's like a little scout trip. And yeah, we buy some food, we're spending 2 nights there, and then we're going to go to Germany in a couple of days time and hit up the B500 in the Black Forest. So I will catch you back when we are on some nicer roads today, and I'll let you know where they're at. This, I think, where the town we stayed in was called Saint Desire, I think. I'll put it up on the screen. But yeah, it's not a bad little place. It's, we didn't go into a town or anything. We just stayed in a hotel called the Brit Hotel, just on the outskirts of the main town, and it was a really nice hotel actually. I was pleasantly surprised with it, and it had aircon. And today it's scheduled to be about 35 degrees, which is, to be honest, too hot for touring. It's fucking awful. So we'll see how it goes, but I'll catch you back in a bit. Like something out of a picture book. So chaps, welcome to the Grand Boulogne. Check out the views.